Okay, so these next two are very similar to the last one that we just did. You're going to need to take the equation that they gave you and get y by itself. Actually, we did that one already, I'm sorry, but you are going to have to do that to this one too. So let's slide this up and give us, whoa, what just happened? Come back. Let's try that again. Slide down here. We're on number 18. Yeah, let's try that. All right, so we're going to have to get this in y equals mx plus b form. So if we subtract 2 from both sides, 2x, sorry, that leaves us with a negative y equals negative 2x plus 4. But let's change the sign of this y. So we change the sign of everything. And that leaves us with y equals 2x minus 4. So all we're looking for on this equation is this number right here. And that's the slope of that line. And our line is perpendicular to that. So we flip it over. So if it's 2 over 1, we flip it and it becomes 1 over 2. And it's positive here, so now it's negative. So our slope that we're going to be looking for and using is a negative 1/2. Okay? All right, and then we use this point. So our y is negative 6. Our m is negative 1/2. Our x is 8 over 1. And our b we don't know. So negative 6 equals negative 8 over 2, which is negative 6 equals negative 4 plus b. Add 4 to both sides. And b is going to be a negative 2. So if b is negative 2 and m is negative 1/2, the equation of our line is negative 1/2 x minus 2. Okay? All right. Moving on to number 19 here. They just want you to know if these are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. And so when you do these, you have to have them in the same form. So like this one is in y equals mx plus b form. This top one, however, is not. So we need to subtract x from both sides. And we get 3y equals negative x plus 12. And then we divide by 3. And we get y is negative 1/3 x plus 4. So the slope of this line is 1/3. And the slope of this line is a negative 1/3. So remember, in order for them to be parallel, they have to be exactly the same. Well, they're both 1/3, but one's positive, one's negative. So it's not parallel. And in order for it to be perpendicular, we would have to have this flipped, which would be 3 over 1. And this is 1 over 3. So it's not perpendicular, so it has to be neither. So number 19 is neither. Okay. Over here, again, we have to get y by itself. So we subtract 6x, and that leaves us with a negative 2y equals a negative 6x minus 2. Divide by negative 2. And we get y equals 3x plus 1. So if I clean this up over here so we can see that the slope of this bottom line is a positive 3, right? So the slope of one line is a positive 3, and the slope of this line is also a positive 3. So we know, maybe, that since it's the same slope, that it's going to be parallel. So this one is parallel because they are the same slope. 3 and 3, they're both positive, so parallel.